The problem in Europe is that the household savings are 4% less than what the government borrowing requirements are in terms of GDP. That means the financing must be done either by the banks or by the central bank, and banks really pushed by the central bank via a steep yield curve. That is a potential that could we see in the future. The supply pressure will be enormous, and the banks have already loaded up on bonds. They are buying bonds, government bonds, and they are now at close to 2 trillion euros, and that will go further up, in my view. That is a positive for banks because they do not have put up reserve requirements for government bonds in Europe, and therefore they have a free run if the ECB creates a steep yield curve where they can finance cheaply and lend to the government. The problem will come later when some of the governments run into major payment problems and may even default later in this decade in Europe. But up until there, it's good for the banks.